Hey guys. I am going to tag some people, especially people I know that this may be. Actually, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say I'm going to tag people that I know that it's one of their first catalog season switches, but that's not true because most of these people that are being tagged on here have been with us. But if you haven't, I am going to give you some tips. I usually try not to tag other directors. I usually tag my directors, but not other ones. So sorry if you just got tagged. My B. All right, tag any team members that you have because people need to hear all of the things because that is how teamwork happens. And sharing is caring, and I just want to make sure that you guys have these tips so you don't spend a ton of money. Oops, I just tagged another director, my bad. So you don't spend a ton of money as catalogs are being switched. Okay, sorry. So tag any of your friends. Michelle, I didn't mean to tag you. I know you know how to do all of these things. I just accidentally tagged you. I'm sorry. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys really quick because my husband's about to go to work. So I'm going to be stuck with the children even after I've taught all day. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. Let me share with y'all really quickly about how to save money with the new catalog season because I'm going to post a picture that Morgan McGee did about sending out catalogs and using stamps.com, etc. When you see that, do not freak out and think you need to use stamps.com. I didn't start using stamps.com until about a year ago. So don't feel like you need to go and pay that subscription. Okay, that's number one. I use it because I can't make it to the post office. I don't like the post office. I hell hate the post office. So I do stamps.com and it works out good for me because I need that write-off. Otherwise, you can just use the post office. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you that when you take a envelope to the post office, a lot of times, if there's a full catalog in it, those fools are trying to charge you $3. Don't pay it. Walk out. Don't do it. Because anytime I put postage on, they used to charge me that when I would take it to the post office. Just don't do it because they're going to try and charge you a crazy amount of money and it's just not fair. So, Morgan McGee has already weighed it and it's $1.60. And I want to say I mailed out a catalog and sent Circle and stuff last night to a customer that's already bought stuff. I'll look to see exactly how much it cost me on there. So, and if you do have to go, obviously you're going to have to go to the post office or something to be able to get postage. You can even ask the post office for dollar stamps. So then you could do $1 and then whatever else you need. You do have to ask for those types of things. They may have to print them out, but that's a whole lot better than going in there and paying $3 for something crazy. So I'm going to try and search that. But I wanted to share with you guys what I do. First and foremost, if you haven't already bought your spring business supplies, you need to do that now because if you don't have them, then there's just no way that it's going to work. Okay, so he mailed a catalog and it had a bunch of stuff in it, honestly, because it had a scent circle and a bunch of postcards because it was a brand new customer I was trying to spoil, and it cost $1.80. But Morgan McGee did it and it cost her $1.60, and it was like a catalog and the sticker sheet or whatever. So that's about how much it would have cost. Yeah, Blair, we ain't doing that whole post office thing because it's just insane. Now, if you're sending something that they can feel, if they can feel that it's something other than completely flat, they will try and charge you. But when I mail mine, I literally mail it in just a invitation envelope. I'll show you. I mail it in these invitation envelopes. You can do it in the Cello bags. If you do it in these, hold on. If you do it in these, these mailers or whatever, they automatically try and charge you over $3 because it has this on it. They say it's not machinable. It's a big ordeal, so don't do that. Okay, so let me tell you how to save money. Number one, everybody and their mama isn't getting a catalog mailed to them. No, not happening. The only people that are getting catalogs mailed to them are people that are not local, that are good customers. Good customers. Not people that buy a 6-pack twice a year. I'm not mailing them a catalog, and I'm going to tell you why. Because that's not income producing for you to spend all of that money, not only on the catalogs, but to mail them to someone who's never going to buy. And I know that sounds ugly, and you do need to be able to get new customers. So yes, if I'm trying to get them to be a new customer, then yes, I may mail them a catalog. But especially when I first started out, I was mailing catalogs and giving them out like candy. Don't do that, because the internet is a fabulous thing. And I'm going to show you, or I'll show you in a second, a really great resource that I found that you can give to someone if they do want to see a catalog. So I have not mailed out any catalogs to my local people yet either. Why? Because I'm having a home party, last chance, first glance, at my house on Friday. And I'm not spending money to mail catalogs out when I want them to come to my last chance, first glance. Have I booked parties? Yes. Those people have catalogs, but I'm not just sending out catalogs to people that I know aren't going to party with me, because I have some people who, it doesn't matter what I do, those people are just not going to party. So let me tell you what I do. So when I am mailing out a catalog, I'm obviously going to mail them this, and I have done the sticker sheets. Now, these sticker sheets can get very expensive because you have to buy all of the stickers. If that's not in your budget, don't do it. It wasn't in my budget when I first started. So do not feel like you have to do this because you see everybody else doing it. We have testers for a reason, and you should have bought testers. If you haven't bought testers, you need to buy testers, because you can't sell something that you can't smell. Okay? So don't feel like you have to do this. However, you do need to get these smells in people's noses. So I'm going to show you and tell you what you can do if you're not going to do the stickers. I did the stickers again this season because I had a good turnout with it in the fall. Now, one thing that I do notice is that our stickers used to say rub and smell. They don't say rub and smell anymore. And so some of my customers were like, oh, I didn't know that they were scratch and sniff. That's all I have to say. So I added a little sticker on the side. I don't even know if you can see it, but I added a little sticker, and it says scratch and sniff, take a whiff, and make your pick. So these are scratch and sniff, and they can smell them. Now, if you can't do that, don't. Get some of the bars and make samples with them. Let me tell you what I do. I'm going to show you what I did last season. So I made samples with some of the products that are in a lot of things. So like Go-Go Mango. And I'm going to share with you what this felt sample is. I don't really do any other samples except for felt samples, because when you crinkle cut, they're not going to go flat in a mailer. And that's going to make it difficult for me to ship. I crinkle cut samples for people that are local. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't make a ton of like both kinds of samples, because ain't nobody got time for that. It's not income producing. So when I sit down to go and bulk make my samples, I'm making a ton of samples. That's probably all I'm going to do for one day in Scentsy for that day. But that's because I'm making so many that I'm not going to need to make any for months. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've done all my income producing things first. But I make samples in things that like a lot of products are available in. And I really, really like these felt samples that you get on Amazon. They're 1.5 inch felt pieces. Now, I have been able to use an entire bar and make 75 samples. I think I may have even been able to make more than that of like in these little things. And they come in bags of 150, I believe, maybe. I might be lying to you. But that way I was able to give people samples of things that it comes in other fragrances. Remember, you're always sampling with a purpose. You can also get these felt samples from the Scentsy Family Store. They're great. They're branded. I buy them, obviously. However, they soak up more wax and they're thicker. It makes it harder to mail. Okay? And then I had made these little flyers, which I know this looks ghetto right now, but it is what it is. And it was in Luna. And I also had made some like this. So what I'm going to do this season is I'm going to take prickly pear and agave and make samples like this. And I'm going to take probably Johnny Appleseed and do that, because I know those are really good sellers and they come in multiple products. And so I'll always have that sample in addition to the scent of the month to give to my people when I'm mailing out. So I'll give them a sample of something a lot of products come in, plus whatever the scent of the month is. Now, what I was saying about the new fragrances, if you're not doing the sticker sheets, buy a couple bars with free and half off, use it as a business write-off, and make some samples, okay? If you're mailing stuff out. Now, once again, how you're saving money. If they are not local, or if they are not a very good customer, and I'm not saying that in a mean way, but if you have 25 people asking you to mail out stuff, that's a lot of money, and you don't need to be spending all of your money until you're making a lot of money. I can afford to do that, and I still don't, and I'm not saying I can afford to do it, I still don't mail out catalogs to everybody and their mama. If they come to my open house and I don't have to mail it, they can have a catalog. But besides that, I'm only mailing ones to very good customers. So, product list. Stamp them with your info and send them samples and stuff with it. Let them know that they can host a party. You can print off the bundle and save page from the PDF from the workstation and mail that to them. And then what you can do, unless they're having a party, then you need to actually give them the catalog. But let me show you what I'm going to share with y'all. And I don't know if you guys have seen this. Where did it go? So, people make these. I'm really not even sure how they make them. Of course, it's unavailable at the time. Hold on one second. Let me find what it is, but I'm going to screenshot it to you. Not only can you go and do this and send it to them, you could also download the PDF version of the catalog and email it to them. So do not feel like you need to go and send out 1 million catalogs. Don't do it. And anything you do send is a business write-off. But I'm going to show you this. This isn't the one I was talking about, but I saw it earlier. So I'm going to show you, and I'll post the link. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay. So, sorry, I'm having technical difficulties, and I'm trying to hurry up so that my husband can leave. So this is a flip book, and you can literally send them this link so they can click through the actual catalog online. Some people don't like shopping online. They may not like looking at the different pages, but they can look through this and see it. So you can email that to them, or you can send that to them through Facebook or whatever. Okay? So remember, don't spend a ton of money on people that haven't spent money with you. Now, if you have a really good customer, you better send them a catalog and give them a hostess special for hosting. Okay? Anybody have any other questions about mailing out and who to give things to and all the things? Sorry, I was a little scattered. I will post that little link here in the videos or in the comments. No other questions? Perfect. Don't spend all of your money mailing things out. Mail product list. Send them the other version. If you're closing out parties and they are a direct ship, add a catalog to their order. So I have like a girl that's a good customer in Colorado that's going to order tomorrow, and I'm going to send her a catalog in her order from the workstation. All right? Love y'all. Have a good rest of your night, and I hope this was helpful.